story about a man who experienced hell while he was sleeping. The details provided by this man about hell resembles Lord Buddha's discourse about hell in Devaduta Sutta. Lord Buddha says to bhikkhus, with the divine eye, which is purified and surpasses the human eye, I see beings passing away and reappearing, inferior and superior, fair and ugly, fortunate and unfortunate. These were the beings who were well conducted in body, speech, and mind, not revilers of noble ones, right in their views, giving effect to right views in their actions, on the dissolution of the body, after death, have reappeared in a happy destination, such as the heavenly worlds, or human realm. But these worthy beings who were ill conducted in body, speech, and mind, revilers of noble ones, wrong in their views, giving effect to wrong views in their actions, on the dissolution of the body, after death, have reappeared in unhappy destinations such as the realm of ghosts, or animal world, or in hell. The person who ends up in hell will be presented to King Yama by wardens in hell with an explanation about the bad karma committed by the individual. As an example, sire, this man has ill-treated his mother, ill-treated his father, ill-treated recluses, he has had no respect for the elders of his clan. Let the king order his punishment. King Yama questions him about each of the 5 divine messengers to appear in the world. The first messenger is a newborn baby lying in his own excrement and urine. The second is an old person as crooked as a roof bracket, doubled up supported by a walking stick. The third is an ill person lying helpless in his own excrement and urine, lifted up by some and set down by others. The fourth is a robber culprit, kings having many kinds of tortures inflicted on him. The fifth divine messenger is a dead core, bloated, livid, and oozing with matter. King Yama then tells him that, since due to negligence he has failed to do good by body, speech and mind, and since the evil was done not by his mother, father or his friends, but by himself only, he will have to suffer the consequences. After questioning about the 5 divine messengers, King Yama becomes silent. Bill Wiese is an average citizen who experienced hell while he was sleeping. He moved out of his present body, and his Nikaya was born in hell and existed there for 23 minutes. After that he returned to his body again. Following videos reveal Bill's 23 minutes experience in hell.
Yes, Bill and I had gone to sleep that evening, November 22nd, and we had come from a friend's home. It was a prayer meeting, a weekly prayer meeting we attended every Sunday night, nothing unusual, went to bed about 11:30 or so. And I awoke, I was in my bed, and it was 3:23 in the morning when I woke up. And I do know that because the first thing I did when I heard screams coming from our living room is I saw the digital clock to my left, and I turned and I saw it was 3:23 in the morning. And I proceeded down our living room hallway, and I found my husband in a state that anyone who knows him would know he's completely out of character. He was traumatized, holding his hands to his temple and crying out in terror saying, pray for me, the Lord has taken me to hell. So this is not like my husband's nature. As he says, he's conservative. Anyone who knows him, he's steady as he goes. That's his personality. And so I first, of course, was in shock, but at the same time I had relief that he wasn't having a medical emergency.
Bill seems to have no clue as to what really happened to him, and he assumes that God sent him to hell to show him what it is like. There is a great tendency for him to be reborn in hell after death, unless he changes his vision that is his wrong view. In the next video, Bill describes the hell that he saw. He is referring to the Lord, which is their Christian God.
At 3 o'clock in the morning, I knew it was 3 o'clock. For some reason, I can't explain to you why I knew it was 3, but the Lord picked me up and took me out of my body and dropped me off in a prison cell in hell. And there was no explanation at all until the return. And so I found myself in a prison cell, just like you would imagine a prison cell to be, with rough-hewn stone walls and bars on the doors. And it was light for only about a minute, so I could see to describe to you what I saw. And then it resumed its normal state of darkness. But the first thing I noticed in this cell was the heat, a tremendous heat. I wondered immediately, why am I alive in this heat? It was way far beyond the ability for my body to live, but yet I was alive. And it was terrible, horrible heat. I don't know what the temperature was, but it was way beyond, I should have died. And I noticed that I was lying on the floor and I had absolutely no strength in my body, completely void of any kind of strength. I could barely move. I looked up and I saw these two creatures in the cell. There were two of these creatures. Now, I didn't know what they were at first. And because
In the next video, Bill gives some insight into the hell and wardens of hell. Not just Bill, there seems to be other people who experienced hell as well. All these people who experienced hell are fundamentalists with wrong views, and none of them have any understanding about the Four Noble Truths. Now let's watch this video.
But, so this creature was about 13 feet tall. Okay? So you can look on the wall, the pastor had it drawn on the wall. That's how big 13 feet is. So to give you an idea, bring it into perspective, just gigantic thing. And it was all reptilish, scaly, bumps all over its body, really grotesque and just horrifying to look at. We're going to see a video in a little bit. We put together a 3-minute video, Mary Kay Baxter and myself, who was another lady that had experienced hell. And in the video, one of the clips came from Kenneth Hagin giving his testimony to Joel Osteen's church. They did a video, and he described the demon that he saw. Well, strangely enough, it was exactly like the one I saw. So I don't know how whoever drew it depicted it to be so exact, but this is exactly one of the ones I saw in hell. So it's from Kenneth Hagin's testimony, and that's where it came from. So I've been trying to show it to people to give them an idea.
Tell them what you told me, that when you first saw this video, it just blew you away. He said, I went back and forth and looked at it 20, 30 times. And I told my wife, I can't believe that image on that video is the exact demon that I saw. And you said...
Right, it was exactly. And it only shows him from about here up. I saw the whole body. So, this doesn't show the whole body, but I just was amazed. I kept playing it back thinking, how in the world they get it so exact? I wanted to contact Kenneth Hagin, but, I couldn't. So, anyway, I don't know how they got it so exact, but this really is a good representation